Well, this just happened. If you guys haven't already heard, the during the Jewish holiday events, and I'm sorry for mispronouncing this, Chukka by the Sea, Sunday evening, Bondi Beach was rocked by a shooting. There was two men involved. The two the two men involved rather were a father and son duo, Saeed Sajid, I cannot say his name to save my life. Akram, aged 50, and Naveed Akram, aged 24. Saeed, the father, held a firearms license and he had multiple registered weapons. He was killed by the police on the day. His son, Naveed, was known to New South Wales police and other agencies before the attack. He was arrested and sent to hospital in a critical condition. These horrible men killed 15 people that I know of. I wrote the script last night trying to push it out as quickly as possible. I did not fact check it this morning, but yeah. And I'm going to run through the people. I do ask before I do start, please pay respect to these people. Um, some of the people on this list has already been through a hard time, so I don't need my community going out there and being horrible people, as I'm sure you guys aren't. So, first off, we have Matilda. Matilda was only 10 years old and was described as a bright, joyful, and spirited child. She should have had a whole life ahead of her, according to her teacher. That is just sad. Right, sorry to mispronounce this name. Rabbi Eli Shalanga. Again, I'm sorry for that name. Devoted his whole life to guiding his community. His loss will cause a great spiritual hole in his community. One unnamed victim that I got from my research was a Holocaust survivor. I'm sure all of you know what the Holocaust is by now, I hope. He was someone who endured unimaginable horrors in the past, only to be taken by this tragedy. That is really unfair, but at least he's in a better place. Dan Acklam. Again, I'm so sorry for the name. This is one, yeah, I have to be careful with this one. Was a French national who also died at the hands of the two men told earlier, reminding us that this pain reaches across borders. Well, countries in this case. Our last victim we have details for is an unnamed officer from the New South Wales Police Force. He will be remembered for his service and dedication to protecting others. There was also two officers as well that were sent to hospital, um, but both families have issued statements from the New South Wales Police asking for respect and not to be told, like, not for some privacy. So if we can, please, I'm just telling the details. So there were many more victims, both dead and wounded. However, those ones are the only ones that I did get details for. I and all these victims aged from 10, Matilda, to 87, who I would assume would be the Holocaust survivor. They were mothers, fathers, children, and grandparents. I ask for my community to pay respect to all these victims and to pay respect to all affected. If you know someone or you are someone who was affected by this tragedy, you can email me at jimmybob25yt@outlook.com.au, or you can call New South Wales Mental Health Line on 1800 011 511. I'll have these numbers linked down in the description as well. Lifeline on 13 11 14, or Beyond Blue on 1300 22 46 36. Across Sydney and beyond, vigils have been held in honour of the victims. Flowers, candles, and prayers now line the Bondi Beach as now line Bondi Beach as thousands gather to show solidarity with the Jewish community. Leaders have urged Australians to reach out and simply say, "We are here for you." Support networks have already mobilised. Lifeline, Beyond Blue, and New South Wales Mental Health Line are all offering 24/7 counselling for those affected. Those are the three um, companies that I'm telling you to go to. Those three are really good if you are suffering with anything. So the Red Cross has also sent out an urgent call. The Red Cross has also sent out urgent calls for O negative and O positive blood for those still in hospital. That way they can keep them alive if you didn't already know. There are also many GoFundMe pages out there that you can support. However, be careful with what ones you do decide to send money to. There are scams out there. Um, I'm gonna have this is gonna be a full description. I'm gonna have the I I'm gonna have two or three registered GoFundMe's down below in the description. So if you want to show your kindness, there's that. Um, so let me ramble on a little bit here. So there's more of a follow on than this what my script has. However, it does get a bit political. Um, so if you want to not hear me talk political, leave the video. So the government is trying to bring in more laws about safety around, well, like what happened here. We don't need the gun laws changed. This is this was just a one-off event. Like Australia is really good at managing to curb crime, in my opinion, especially now in Queensland with the youth crime. However, we can't like I'm going off some of the things that I've heard around. It is all these people that they are bringing over. I'm not saying that they're all bad. Um, it's how they are brought up. Um, like you could be the person down the road that's, let's go, Asian, and like I wouldn't care because, well, you're not bothering me. or you shouldn't be bothering anyone. So yeah, I don't know where I went off with that. That's why I don't go off script. But I'm noticing how much time I have left, and there's no way I'm getting that much editing. So, but my message for my community. I know I've got a respectful community, I hope. And if you made it this far in the video, I thank you. Um, so my message for you guys, and I say this with the most amount of firmness but respect that I can, is to respect each other, not now, but every day. And if you can support or just talk to those who you see every day, like you you never know when something like this tragedy could happen. Like they these guys didn't walk out of their front doors Sunday afternoon and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be deceased today." No. You don't know what's gonna happen. So just talk to the people around you. Like that that's all you need. Uh who are close to you, because you never know what might happen to them one day. That is pretty much what I said. Uh, Thank you for watching this video. Um, this is just a video on what's actually happened and what support networks you can use and all that. Um, and we will see you in the next one. Enjoy your day. Goodbye.